diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hoosiers ready to get this thing started and open the season. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Throws toward the end zone. Trying to barrel in.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. The play action fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They want to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Bull Pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He's up to 51 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. Fires to the middle, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Indiana! Looking for the time with the extra point. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He wants to change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Green. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Firing to the right, complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see...
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's
turning it on. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action on first down. Flips it out to the back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Paul, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. Big fella moving. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Indiana! He'll try to tack on one more. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the returner will be knocked down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st down here for the offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ferguson. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this
He lets one fly deep. He's got it at the 20. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Green. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad.
Looking to take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his stride. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He rifles one deep down the right side. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Indiana 42, Arkansas 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll will get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab right down the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They pick up the 1st down, they'll mark him at the 34. Gotta be expeditious here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Runs through a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start for the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been...
Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage.
Running free. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Offense changing the play. To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. He's got it down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. A shot toward the end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Wants to keep it in the air. This time he's got it.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. Trying to pull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on first and 10. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions just keep moving. And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires on the move. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Bond. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense. To have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. manage this bumpy ride. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.